Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hold up. Let me make sure that everything's in working condition. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Cheeks. Hey, everybody. Nebulous. Tig, you love. Thank you for being here. I'm happy you're here. Shout out to you. Dee Dee's in the house. Welcome, welcome. You guys, I pin BJ's GoFundMe in the chat. Please go over there, and if you got a couple dollars to drop, go support our girl. Okay, go support her, please and thank you. Jen, did you see that interview? Oh, so the interview is not new. That's my understanding of it. But the gems that Bam Margera dropped in that, I said, Lord have mercy. Mm-mm. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, thank you. Well, okay. Thank you, Lisa. Shout out to you. Let me shout out some people. I see Nebby here. Shout out to Nebby. Nebulous in the house. Pika's in the house. Thank you for being here. Bo, how you doing, love? Shout out to you, Amy, Kelly, Cheeks. Shout out to you. I have missed the most recent BAM stuff. Yeah, but it's what was dropped. And I believe the interview was from last year, August of 2020. Wait, 2023. I almost said 2024. How many we're like, y'all realize that we're like half done with the year, right? We're almost half done here. Almost. Fabulous Fab, thank you for being here. Oh my God. Kelly, thank you guys. All right, let me shout out some people. Jay Hoffman, thank you for being here. Dee Dee, thank you. Thank you. All right. Chell, my love has been a member for like a year. I like, wow, that is amazing. I want to thank you so much for being a member for a year. You are awesome for that. Thank you for supporting me that long. And please stay another year. Please stay. Completely support me. Shout out to you. Monica, Queen Monica's in the house. Welcome, welcome, love. Shout out to you. Capricious Caroline. CK's here. Welcome. Suzanne, welcome. Shout out to you. Mia Mo. Um, so some of you guys, hey Stevie O, welcome. All right, CK has been a member for 5 months. Lord have mercy, look at this. I love this. Chell, you better not go anywhere because I'm gonna find you. Not literally. Please don't take that as a threat. I'm gonna find you and get you from wherever you are. Shout out to you. CK has been a member for 5 months. All right, so let me tell you guys something. So I had a huge headache last night and I had a hard time sleeping. I took some Tylenol PM. And you know how when you take like a PM or like a Benadryl, you wake up and you're just like, I feel like I'm hungover and I didn't even party last night. What is that all about? I hate that. I hate that hungover feeling. Chico's in the house. Welcome. I hate that hungover feeling. I really do. Where it's like, you just had a headache and you just need to take a little something and then bam. Ugh, I hate it. Yeah, girl, you know how, but Heidi, you're just taking like a PM to like just get that headache away if you can't sleep, because you know how like if you get those headaches sometimes it's hard to sleep and everything. That's how I felt last night. I just couldn't sleep. I had a lot in my mind, and I took it and I woke up and I just woke up with like a huge hangover. I'm like, where is my menudo? Y'all know, us, Latinos over here, we after like a party or whatever and you're hungover, you take your little menudo and you do all that. That's what you do. But I didn't have a menudo. Simply Monica says, thank you for specifying the year. So many people didn't see that. Just an update. Bam gave an interview recently in front of the courthouse, and it sounds amazing. Thank you so much for that. Yes. Panko's in the house. Welcome, Panko love. Look, let me just say this. I'm glad I saw that too in the chat. Like, so everybody that knows, this is not a new interview. It was like last year, but the gems that were dropped were very interesting, right? Panko's here. Welcome, Panko love. You said winds have changed. 2 minutes late. Well, shout out to you. You are fine. Terry, you guys know I like to greet the people. You guys know I like to greet the people. I know, right? I feel all out of sorts. Like, the caffeine is just hitting me, so I'm starting to feel a little bit better, but I hate that crap. You haven't had menudo? Oof, menudo's bomb. You said I woke up feeling so dehydrated. Ooh, and discombobulated and dopey at times. A worse headache. Yes, I know how that feels. I know how that feels. Yes, make sure you tell them to hit that like button. Okay, let's get it together, guys, because we got some stuff to cover. I got another live I got to do later. And let me just update you for before we start on this topic, okay? Before we start on this topic, I had the Lion of Mombasa contact me a couple times. Crispy Treat, where you been? Girl, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Okay. The Lion of Mombasa has been contacting me a couple times. And he wants to interview. He's demanding an interview. And I just don't know how I feel about that quite yet. All right. Because first of all, I'm not really liking the whole bleaching and becoming a donor. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're gonna have to go to the videos that we did on the man with 1,000 kids. Okay. Yes, the Lion of Mombasa. So he's been in my DMs cutting up. He's been wanting to interview so bad that he reached out to that 90-day star, the one that had the donors, that one, to try to get me to talk to him. So there's that. Just a heads up. Yeah, the real one. I don't like that either, Didi. I don't like that comment, but he thinks it's funny. And I told him, I said, listen, first of all, nobody demands an interview from me. Like, no, don't demand an interview from me, because I don't know. Like, not even my mother demands anything from me at this point. Shout out to my mama, wherever she's watching. But she is demanding an interview, and I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I said I'll have to think about it. I think it's the language, and maybe there's a language barrier there too. Keep that in mind. But I just don't know how I feel about it. Okay, it is what it is. The real one. It's the real one. It's the real one that the 90-day star contacted me to let me know that it's the real one. Yes. Well, thank you, Crispy. Thank you. You said after what he done to too many people, I wouldn't give him the time of day. Girl. Shout out to Daisy Girl. Shout out to Daisy Girl. I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Wim's in the chat cutting up. Wim's like, nope, not for $1,000. Wim's like, nope, Rabbit. That's it. No more. That's it. No more. All right, let's get it together, because we got to talk about this interview right now. And so again, this interview is not new. It's actually from August, I believe, of 2023. I don't know the exact date, but it's not new. So I wanted to make sure that we all clarify. Matter of fact, even looking at Bam now, in his most recent interview, Bam looks really good. I'm just going to say this. Like, he very much, I don't know if you guys have seen like a recent interview of him. He looks just healthy. I'm feeling this new Bam that I'm seeing. Shout out to him. I mean, it sounds like he's sober. He's doing well. And I think he did an interview with the news source, which is what Monica was saying. And I saw that too before. But I don't know about you guys. Like, I noticed Bam looks looking pretty good. Shout out to him. I'm glad that he's keeping up. Shout out to him. Thank you. Yes, Diamond Rainbow. Hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you for being here. All right, y'all. We got so much to get into. Let's get it together. I know he is cute with BJ's props. Give him that. Do y'all see when he dropped the wand? He was like, I don't have a wand. I have a pet. He goes, doop, doop, psh. And then she's like, hey, you dropped the wand. He does. He looks like he's doing much better, and I'm really, really liking this. But the gems that he dropped here were very interesting, and I just want to say, wow, I'm clutching my invisible pearls right now because of this. Okay, I really am, and I have some real pearls somewhere, but I don't know where I put them. Let me make sure I put this up here so that people are aware. Please don't contact any subjects or persons discussed on what we're talking about on this channel in this live stream. Don't message them, don't email them, don't harass them, don't stalk them, don't comment. Nice or not, just like BJ says, just don't do it. Okay, let's get it together.
We'll talk later, but he'll explain a little bit of it.
Yeah, let me talk to her later, and you just tell me what you remember. And whoever did it better, I'll put that.
Yeah, but I say it differently. There's three sides of every story. All right, so this is
I'm on Bam's side. That's what we're here for right now.
So,
tell him, baby.
My mom says, Bam, you have to get your shit together. I go, well, I would love to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But Mom, if I go to Castle Bam under contract, I'll get arrested. So how can I get my shit together if I go home where my shit is?
Okay.
Mom, I'm homeless. Bam, you're not homeless. Yes, I am, Mom. Bam, you're not. All right, where do I live? You live in Castle Bam. All right, well, I just brought my hot-ass supermodel ass of a girlfriend here with her 2 dogs, and she drove the Bentley. But anyway, I'd like to go home at the King Suite of Castle Bam.
Mhm.
Well, Bam, if you go there, you get arrested. Then I don't have a home, Mom.
So you need to get some of your stuff. You show up over there at Castle Bam, and what's the scene you arrive to?
Lima is there with a camera crew.
Wow.
And 8 police officers show up.
Wow.
Is this the day of court?
Yeah.
So you leave court. I
Yeah.
did see a little bit of footage there.
Oh, and then she went to the bathroom and she's looking all sexy and shit. And she walks in the bathroom, and my mom and Lima follow her in, like, hey,
Okay, let me stop right here. You got now. Let me, BJ. Did y'all see the scene? It's a bathroom. It's Bam's girlfriend, okay, Bam's woman, Lima, and Bam's mom in the bathroom. I don't know. This made me laugh when I saw this. She just put this together, or is this the actual them in the bathroom? No, it's not. Of course, clearly. Okay. I had a lot of questions when this first kind of started. One of the questions that I had was like, okay, so first of all, how did they even meet Lima? Like, how did the family meet Lima? How did they become in contact? How did they connect? How did this happen exactly? Was this an organic meetup? Was this, who is supplying who and who is doing what? What is this looking like? What is Lima's vested interest in here? What is exactly happening here? That was a lot of the questions that I had and I had written down.
she's like, leave me the fuck alone.
They were trying to whisper to her.
Y'all see that little edit thing? She went like this.
Get her side later. I just want yours. Pretend she's not here. We're at Castle Bam and Lima's there, and they showed up with a
Yes.
camera crew.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I told my mom all my shit is at the Hobbit hole. So if you picture this house, and I just showed you where I'm at, and you see that side house over there, well, I call that the Hobbit hole.
Okay.
That's where all my clothes are.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mom, I'm not going into Castle Bam. I'm actually going into the Hobbit hole to get my, because you want me to get my shit together, right?
So you think there was a forewarning that you were coming?
My mom says, Bam, the police show up every day just to check upon the place. I'm like, but why would they check upon the place when they know that I'm in fucking California with her ass? So now when I get there, there's 8 police officers and Lima's there with all these camera equipment. And
did you sign consent to let them film you and stuff?
No, but Lima wanted me to go to jail because if I walk into Castle Bam, I get handcuffed. But she didn't know that all my clothes were at the Hobbit hole. So if I'm at the Hobbit hole, luckily for me, I'm not at home.
Do you guys remember? Okay, y'all remember that one show called Intervention? I think it was A&E. I don't know if it's still running, but do you guys remember that one show where I know Bam's like, no. But y'all remember that one show, Intervention, right? Where they would film, like, they would do these interviews with them. It was with A&E. Is it still running? I remember when the first couple of episodes of it, I remember that show, the A&E show. I remember back then, and now back then I was still very young and I didn't quite have a huge understanding of it. But let me ask you guys a question. If you watch that show, and if, like you said, it was one of your, it's a great show. Let me ask you a question. How is what Lima doing anything different than what that show is doing? Because they put them on TV, which is what it sounds like they're doing right here, right? What's the difference between A&E's intervention to what it looks like is happening here? Here is this man, whatever the situation may be that he's in, he is famous because, he has a name behind him and he's famous, right? How is what he's doing, like, this Lima doing this anything different, or even celebrity rehab, right? Like, how is it any different? That's the question that I have to ask, because I was thinking about this yesterday. I said, I remember watching that show and I remember, I liked the show, but it never really, what they're doing to him is the same to a certain degree, right? The only difference is that we know that there's potentially, in my opinion, allegedly more nefarious things behind what's happening with Bam and this whole situation. You said because on the show they give him a choice. Simply Monica said, yeah, but Monica, you know how, hey, Grape Tea, Intervention didn't arrest people? I would probably say that's not the case, because I remember when there was a couple episodes where like if they didn't, there might have been a warrant out and they might use that warrant to leverage getting them help. Right. And so they would all stage an intervention. They read their letters. They either sit there and take it or they would leave the room. Some of them didn't do it. Some of them wouldn't get help right away. Maybe they get help later on. Like they would do that. They would fly them out to like a treatment center or whatever to get detox. That happens. But I'm trying to figure out, because I feel like with intervention, it seemed very much like behind the scenes, like there wasn't like a co-host to it. It was the person telling their story, and then they would set everything up. Yeah, it was sometimes I remember some stories where it was like it's either rehab or jail, right? Grape Tea News says Bam was the guy back in the day. I always watched Jack as a Viva La Bam. Yes, this is him. But now he looks, this is an old, so those that are coming in, this is an older interview. This was in August of last year, so it's not new. Keep that in mind. And you recall on the show, they asked them, they don't tell them, thank you. They were given a choice. If they chose no, they lose the family support. That's right. That's right. And then if they chose not to go to rehab, what they would do is that, like, I remember, was it the Betty Ford Center? Like, for those that were enabling the behavior, they'd say, we're sending you to the Betty Ford Center. Or they have like the one person, the one counselor at the very end who would be like, I'm sending you to the Betty Ford or whatever, and kind of do it that way. You said, oh, TV is a one-time payment and small money. So the people, the subjects, Sly, this is a great, I'm kind of wondering about this too. The people that are used on the intervention show, what about royalties? Do you said no royalties and reruns, so their show can keep running on and on and on, and they get no paychecks off of their story? See, this is it just made me think about that, and I know this is a whole different rabbit hole, but I do kind of wonder what's up with that. You said, I know if you leave rehab, they call the cops because rehabs know most addicts have warrants, and this is how New Jersey rehab works. Oh. Whew. Okay. All right. You said, so what's Lima's vested interest? Is she really concerned about Bam being sober? Like, let's just be real. Or is that really your concern? And why? Why? I might like some of these celebrities, but I can't tell you that I'm like 100% vested for them to be, because they're not here with me. They're not akin to me. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel some type of way. You said Lima's interest is always publicity and money. Her interest is money, in my opinion. Oh, BJ's in the chat, you guys. Okay. Shout out to BJ. Drop some hearts for BJ. Guys, her legal fund is pinned. If you got a couple dollars, $1, whatever you got, go donate, okay? It's for a good thing, okay? All right. No, so she wanted to save her reputation. Sassy sister, do you think that's what this is for? Why is she so vested? That's what I want to know. Because, let's go back to Lima a little bit, all right? Now I'm going to say this allegedly and in my opinion, okay? Back when I first touched the story, one of the questions that I had is, it shouldn't be that hard for people to like find out if you graduated from school. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be like, if y'all Google search the university that I graduated, maybe even the year or whatever, you could probably find a picture of me in there, in commencement or something like that. You'll find me in a cap and gown. You'll find me cap and gown everywhere. Even in my high school yearbook picture, I'm there. So why is it so hard to find out this information? It shouldn't be. And matter of fact, it shouldn't even be anything that we should shy away from, because especially if you're like in the field of, behavioral science or whatever, you kind of want to, you're proud of that. Right? Like, you're in the field of helping folks. So you want to be as transparent as you can with folks. But it's been my experience just by watching some of these, personalities in Hollywoods that also have like a psychology degree or psychiatric degree. There's something behind it. Like the Dr. Charles Sophie, like the Dr. Phil, whatever, his PhD, if he has one, or like the Dr. Drew, or like the Dr. Jennifer Mann, all these celebrity rehab people. And I just find it so interesting. Like, they throw shit to see what sticks. So why is it so hard to find out what this woman's credentials is? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. But it is. It's interesting. I don't know.
I'm actually in the Hobbit hole, which is not home.
Okay.
Right.
So that's
So
the
they couldn't
rule
arrest
is-
me. So
So you think what you're describing sounds kind of like a setup.
a setup.
Hey, you threw the wine. So is that what you
Wait. I'm gonna tell you something. I was watching this and when she said a setup. It was, you know what's so funny about that reaction? It was almost like Bam was holding out, like, what the hell? I've been telling you it's a setup. He just throws them on everywhere. He is funny. Like, oh my God, he's hilarious. I think he's hilarious.
what you're trying to say? Like they were setting you up to get
It's not-
arrested?
Tries to set up word for fair. I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
I'm not trying to say.
That's what you're saying. It
That's
was a
what I'm saying.
setup to get arrested,
Yeah.
but it failed and it didn't work.
It failed. It didn't work.
So then eventually
And
later,
guess what?
what?
Michelle's Jess's girlfriend. She lives at Castle Bam, and she's in the King Suite. And
That's the lady with the pink hair in the wheelchair and the Getty image?
wheelchair.
Okay. Got it.
So her cat got stuck in my attic somehow, some way. So she got this ladder to climb like 20 feet up because I have a 50-foot roof.
Oh, wow. That's tall.
It is. So
Wait a
when
minute.
she fell off,
Why is a cat up in the roof? Like, would the cat climb up the roof? And he had to get a ladder? Like, what is that? Is that why she's in a wheelchair? Like, I'm confused. Did she hurt herself trying to get the cat down? I'm so confused by this, but go ahead.
fell off the thing, she shattered her heel.
There-
so I
there
said,
you go.
yo, you know what? Freeloader. I call her freeloader now. 'Cause
Okay.
She doesn't have a job. She just sits there and makes sure Jess fucking lives in my house for $1,200.
That's the
So why is she living there? I don't understand that. Like, that's that man's house and money. What's she there for? Can anybody, like, what's she there for? Free rent? Exactly, Christy. Thank you. Freeloader. That's what he called her. And yes, Crispy, credentials are very easy to find. Very easy to find. He called her a freeloader. But it's a good question. Like, what is she doing there? I have a lot of questions. Why are all these people? Why are all those people there? You know? Squatter rights? I mean, April is doing all of this. You do kind of have to wonder what's the motivation behind all this? A tactical plant? I'm just saying. Right. You would think that would be the photo, like, out of respect for Amanda Rabb, but Amanda Rabb doesn't have anybody outside of the people that are, understand her story, advocating for her. Like, not even her own family is advocating for Amanda Rabb. They have let her be used. That's what has happened there. Kraken says hiding in plain sight is what shady AF people do. Yes, Kraken. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you. But she's a freeloader, a spy, a plant. What is she doing there? And why is your animal in my property? That's my question. It's just weird. I don't know. That's just my thought, though.
I've been wondering what the rent payment is.
$1,200.
If it was a fair amount or not. Is that is that market price?
Well, April's gonna call you up and be like, it was actually $1,500. But
April will never call me up. Well, I never say never. She never has.
yeah, but they all say Bam don't listen to her because she's full of it. But you show paperwork facts on paper that are court facts and federal paperwork.
I agree with them. Don't
So
listen to
how
me.
can you
Listen to the
talk
facts.
Shit. You're telling the absolute truth.
I'm just trying to
And
get
all
to
I
the
care
bottom
about
of
is
it.
trust and truth.
I'm trying to get to the truth, but that's why one of the reasons I'm really glad that we connected, because it's before I met you and talked to you, it was all these people telling me all this stuff about you that turned out not to be true. And same for me.
All of it's not true.
Yeah, they're like
most of
making
it's not
stuff
true.
up or whatever.
No, but ask me anything.
It's so funny that BJ says this, because I remember when I first was looking into the story, there were so many people that would inbox me about BJ, and I'm like, you know what? People will message you about different people, but I let people show me who they are. Does that make sense? Like, I don't ever believe what people tell me, and sometimes sometimes it has happened where because you have to learn who a person is by yourself. You can't just let other people tell you who they are. And I am that personality, like that. You show me who you are before I make up my mind. Even though there's like a lot of stuff out there, I don't know if anybody has had that encounter where like people will tell you crap about somebody and then it's completely opposite of that, or you get to know them a little bit. This is why I have to learn on my own. I don't care who emails me and tells me X, Y, and Z. I always give people the benefit of the doubt because you don't know what the person is going through. Everybody comes to different walks of life. I sit there and I observe and I eat my food most of the time. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. People will show you who they are for sure. I have trusted people I should have and shouldn't have. And that has happened to me. It's true. It's true. Regardless, you said gang stalk organizations who work together to target wealthy individuals, celebrities who they can manipulate to access, control their finances and property. See, Wired question. And it goes back to how Lima got in contact with Bam's family and the working of this and how this happened, how the insertion of here happened is the one thing that I want to understand. And I'm trying to figure this out. Like even Lou Taylor being in everybody's pockets or somehow in the mix of a lot of things. It goes back to that. It's just so weird. So weird. T Maker says, I'm so glad those people are no longer in my life. Shout out to T Maker. He sounds I don't know, and I don't want to like I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, you know, and like I said, I really try to get away from like telling people that they're using or something like that unless I can absolutely see it, or you know what I'm saying? I want to understand why. Bam. Gotcha. Hey, Pony. Is it Pony Slave? Welcome. Shout out to you. I had to bring a slander libel case against my husband's ex-girlfriend because it was so bad. Really, Heidi? Wow. Exactly. That's how rumors began. That's right. That's right. Bottom line, too many hands in the cookie jar, or that's right. Too many vested, too many interests in this situation. You know what I mean? Like, besides being a fan, what else is what's your issue? What else is your deal? You know, you have to kind of wonder, what else are you in it for?
Anything, I'll tell you the answer.
So there was tabloids that said you got arrested like at a hotel or something. And people are like, he got arrested. See, that surprise witness enabled him. And now he's going to get arrested.
After I haven't talked to you in a month.
They don't know. I don't tell people when we talk and not, though. So people don't know.
Yeah, all right. Well, let them know.
I'll tell.
Mystique.
We're talking. So,
well, if you
you're at a La Quinta Inn. What then happened?
You tell it the best because what you say is correct. Because I was a bit Larry the fuck up.
Why are you getting larried up? Isn't that one of the issues?
Because if I don't see my kid, then I'm gonna get Larried up. But I get to see him now on FaceTime every day, thanks to you or you or you. I don't know if it was Pam Red Duff or you. It was you. I want to sit here and tell what happened. Good.
Wait, where are you going? What are you doing?
Sit down.
Well, then lean the camera because
I'm not in the camera.
We are going to do a separate interview.
Yeah, but I tell it differently, and my
so
way
let's
is
talk
not.
about it right now. So
All right,
what
fine.
happened, and the truth is, I'm not.
Be on both.
I will when it's time, but you have.
No, it is time because I don't want to tell not the truth.
You are telling the truth all the time.
I'm telling you what I remember.
You're not Larried up, by the way.
I was Larried up that day. I fell asleep.
Y'all see BJ? See BJ. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Oh my God. Let's keep
Like a goddamn sidewalk because they dropped me off at a fucking hotel with no credit card because you had them all.
They kidnapped you.
Yeah, we kidnapped.
Who kidnapped you?
The police.
When?
Ran her.
When we were dropped off, when we checked into the Hilton after we had dinner with your friends,
listen to
Tim,
this.
And I'm not on camera right now.
It doesn't matter. We want to hear your voice.
We're not doing that right now, babe.
We
Stop.
are.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
she just said it's on. He didn't shut shit off.
So when we checked in the Hilton after dinner, you know, we had a great experience. You know, there was a little bit of a skank in the parking lot, I'll be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
We were unpacking our stuff.
Was it a Jevremovic by chance?
I don't know. It wasn't her. It wasn't her because I've seen her before.
Was it a Jevremovic? When I was watching this yesterday, I literally dropped my food. Was it a Jevremovic by any chance? She's like, I don't know, girl. You said this is a physical representation of how I handle high cortisol. But like her face is like I cannot. Anyways, oh my god, I know, right? She had me laughing so hard when I was watching this yesterday. Oh my god, my stomach hurts now. She wasn't having my jokes. BJ didn't look like it. She was like, girl, no. Oh my god. And bam, you can't even take him serious half of the time. I'm like, are you joking? Are you not joking? What's the deal? All right. Okay.
before, but like I don't know. And she kept going bam, 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 you know. So I just went upstairs. We checked into a room, and then I came down, and we ended up getting like some snacks or whatever. He was talking to Kelly, the front desk girl who's open to talk to anybody. He was not harassing her. He's a grown man. I am not gonna beg my man to come upstairs. Like
What I was doing was this.
like so I went upstairs, checked in, I was getting the toothbrushes ready, and I get a call from the front desk. And I had asked Kelly prior, is he bothering you? Is everything okay?
Some security guards saw me lean into the computer, and we're both looking at something so close because it was just me and Phoenix the Wolf. And I'm like, I love him. I'm like, are you married? She's like, yeah, I'm big time married. I'm like, congratulations to you, but I'm married. Phoenix the Wolf. So the security guard saw me and her look at the front desk lady. She's black. She went to Harvard or some shit. I don't care.
Really, I have her number.
Very nice.
Very cool.
But they
Hold up. What? You said instead of hospital, he said hobbit hole. Diamond said, I'm getting so old I gotta wear Depends when I watch BJ's video. Hey Yadira, welcome. All right, hold up. My face hurts, y'all. My face hurts. Hold up. My face hurts. Okay. Well, thank you, Sly. Welcome. Thank you. Hold up. Wait, his guess. Why is it called a hobbit hole? You know what? I don't even want to know. Sorry I asked. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Really? Okay, well that's good. All right, whatever. Monica's like, really, BJ? Oh, I hear a lot of birds. They got look at that nice furniture there. It looks cute. I don't know. Oh, it looks like Frodo's house in Bam's mine or something. I don't know. Well, damn. Sounds like it needs to be like a museum or something. I'm just saying. All right. Thank you. Let's keep going.
Arrest me and said they didn't arrest me. They said I have to go somewhere. You better tell me.
No, we're not even on. I'm trying to say this is what happens.
Why are we talking if we're not on?
Because you're not making sense, because you don't remember in a good way.
That's why you need to tell it.
Okay, so but you weren't arrested is the bottom line.
Oh. So in a nutshell, I go upstairs, I get a call from the hotel desk. They're like, the cops are here. I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? Kelly's like, come downstairs. I didn't call them. Okay, great. I show up, I'm like, hi. He can come back upstairs, like, no, he can't check in. Well, we already checked in under his card.
He's checked in.
He's already checked in.
All right,
So y'all had to leave?
Now I'm trespassing. When I already bought a place
They
there.
wouldn't let me go with him. They took him to Radnor Hotel. He had zero ID, zero phone. I had all the credit cards. I was in my PJs, and basically they made me stay upstairs, called me 20 minutes later and said we couldn't get him checked in the Radnor Hotel, but we dropped him off. I'm like, so you dropped him off from the Radnor Hotel, intoxicated as you're telling me.
Okay, here's my question. All right. Here's my question. Let me time out for a minute. Somebody asked in the chat, who is the person speaking? So this is Danny Marie. This is Bam's girlfriend, okay? Current girlfriend. Is it, oh, wait, you said Lisa Marie's Bam's, this is Danny Marie. You sure it's this, her name is Danny here, Diamond. Did you mean to say Danny, not Lisa? Okay. Why are they like, this is the question that I have, is that they're doing this, it's like they're working around, but not really like addressing the issue at hand. Like they're trying, this is all very much made for TV, right? Like you get all these cops there, you know, his girlfriend's there. Like what is she supposed to do out of here? She's just supposed to sit there and not do anything. I'm just kind of wondering. You said at the time of the interview, that was his girlfriend they had just met within the past couple months at that time. Thank you. Oh, you were answering Lisa's question. Okay, Diamond. Thank you. Gotcha. I was like, you got me confused there, girl. Shout out to you. No, but presumably his wife now. Not sure because I haven't seen a marriage license myself. Gotcha. Thank you. I got it. So, like, they're working. She's watching all this go down. Is she not supposed, like, I would imagine it'd be very hard for her not to intervene. And then you got all these cameras and like, what is she supposed to be made out to look in this whole series or situation? I don't know what to make of it. Kim says the pink fuzzy pen gave me the giggles. I know, it's cute, huh? He really knows how to use it too. Shout out to him.
And now I have to go find him. I drove for 2 hours. I couldn't find him. I didn't even know
It
you
almost
yet.
makes me wonder, like,
It's a setup. So
where
then he was
can you go
sleeping
and
on the
be
side of the
and just
word,
be left alone?
on the side of the road.
Would have Lima calling police up saying, you have to make it seem like we're on Bam's side, but we have to do this, we have to do that, and I'll give you some insurance money if it's cut and all this bullshit. I don't know what she's
Insurance money and cut? I don't get it. You said Lima wanted a celebrity spokesperson to show how well her tech works. It didn't work out, and rather than let it go, she's harassing him. It's criminal, allegedly, and in my opinion. You can't just, I mean, how is this any different than what they did to Britney Spears? Like, they still do. And he can't like get physical with these people because then if he doesn't, he's in the wrong, right? He goes to jail, he winds up, with charges and whatnot. So what are you supposed to do in a situation like that? It's like you can't fight it. Is it to break somebody's spirit? Is it to like make them go crazy? What exactly? Okay, good. Ooh. BJ, I'm gonna have to. I got my notes. I'm getting that Benadryl PM crap out of my system because I took some last night because I had a horrible headache, and I'm waking up. You already know. I'll be over there. I'll be over there. But this is the part that I'm like, if this is supposed to, it definitely, Yadira, like if this is supposed to be a treatment or help for this man, okay, how is this working? How is this working? Kim, like, tell me your thoughts about this because I know you work in the field and stuff. Like, what do you think? Because I used to watch those intervention shows and I used to be like, well, first of all, I used to like those intervention shows when they were first out, right? But now that I see a little bit more and I'm trying to figure out, like, has this been helpful? Has this actually been helpful for this situation? What exactly are they supposed to do here? Yeah, harass you until you get sober, according to them. Harass you, arrest you, do what you got to, incarcerate you until you're clean. What is the point of this? Because this doesn't work. It doesn't help. It doesn't. And you're working around people too. Well, Dana, that's a great question. Hey, Poe, you said, I honestly didn't know Bam was still alive. Look at Poe. Poe, he is. And I mean, if you see his current interview, he looks really good. By the way, that's what I had said earlier for those that are coming in. I saw his current interview in that news station. He looks great. He looks great. And he did it. It looks like he's doing fine on his own. I don't know. You said I knew 2 people who were on intervention. Sadly, they're no longer here. Teammaker, I'm so sorry. See, I do. And so then what do you have for their legacy? Their legacy is that they have this damn show out there that people can watch on reruns. And are they getting royalties for this? What's happening here? Am I the only one who sees this? He does. He looks great. He really does. And it sounds like, him and his child are doing well. I don't know, you guys. It's just sad, but let me keep going. And it was really like the first 13 minutes of this that really kind of like, wow, just made me think of the little nuggets that he dropped here, especially with that damn tea that he was talking about. Oh my God. Okay.
she's up to, but she's an Armenian mafia.
Have you spoken?
And she's an alien and she's a robot.
That is like a joke in the comments. People are like, I think she's
and
a
the
robot.
earth is yar flat like Daniel's back and waxed by a man 5'8" tall with a big fucking Fucking your asshole.
Uh-huh.
Y'all are hard. That's gross. Give me eggs on toast, Pamela.
Bam.
No, BJ. Do you see how BJ? Bam. She tries to reel him in. You see how he drops his little slide comments, and you're like, "What do you make? What? Say go back, go back, go back." So she's part of the Armenian mafia. You mean to tell me she's a Kardashian? Is she a Kardashian? See, y'all caught that? See how BJ tries to reel that in? BJ, stop it. You know you want to laugh at that shit too. Stop it. You know you want to laugh at that. I believe it. Y'all have a little bit of a dynamic going on there. I don't know how you let him get away with this shit. Just say, hey, hold up. I would just be laughing. I really would. I wouldn't be able to move on anymore. I mean, you're really good at moving on. I just be talking shit with him too. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so it's a public service to have these videos for sure, Mandy D says. Ooh, he is so hysterical. He is. So what is this tea right here? Lulu, this tea right here is extremely toxic, and a single leaf may kill an adult. Is she really? Is he? How do you test from that? Like, how do you? Is there anything? Is there like any traces? See, this made me kind of look into this a little bit more. It just made me wonder what is this tea about? Okay, you said LOL. It's just like you got to get it out. I know you. And BJ's like, you just let it go and then move on. I can't with you. I can't with you. All right, hold up.
Do you think that you could talk to your lawyer about getting some type of protective order against Lima?
Well, when I found Oleander in my tea, yes.
What's the deal with the
Do you see how he's drinking that cup? He's like, yes. Okay, so Oleander, I've never heard of this shit. All right. Why, if it's deadly, why do people have access to it? Is it like that one lady? You know how that one lady cooked those mushrooms and like killed her family? Oleander. If it's deadly, why is it why is it available for people? So the plant is extremely toxic, and a single leaf may kill an adult. It was a beautiful plant. It's a flower. It's a leaf. Well, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Look, I looked it up. Let me share this one. If it's beautiful, like, let me know. Wheezy said it grows up and down in the 101. So what is it? What are there any benefits to it besides it being like toxic? So it's a common ornamental evergreen shrub. It is used as a freeway median divider in warmer states, such as California. This plant is extremely toxic, and a single leaf may kill an adult. So this shows when it blooms. But if it's extremely, you know how you have those, is you said down the freeway. Wheezy said it's down like the freeway. So you know how, what is it, the death cap mushrooms? Y'all know those mushrooms that kill people? There was that lady in the UK that like did like what is it called? Beef Wellington or whatever. I forgot her name. I did a video on her a couple months ago. She did the beef Wellington, right? She chopped up these mushrooms and she added them to the meal, and like 3 of her family members died. Also, no, okay. They are, yeah, but why are they available? Just like those mushrooms, right? So is there any, besides it being a beautiful plant, what else is there? You can't get rid of it because it's wild. Got you, Rando from Iowa. Shout out to you. Yeah, that's a good question. Y'all remember? Oh, she was from Australia. Thank you. It wasn't the UK. Thank you. That's scary. So why are people drinking tea from this plant? I mean, and how does he know it was this plant? I guess I just have a lot of questions about this. This is what Bam is saying. I'm just kind of wondering, was this tea used? How do we know? That's right, Miyamo. It's like DIY, you're a poison, right? DIY. I don't know. Hey, Tiffany. You said it causes nausea, dizziness, can also cause cardiac arrest, depends on the amount injected. So my question to Bam is, how does he know that it was this tea or this plant? Oh, he said he saw it in a bag. I have a lot of questions. I'm kind of wondering about this. You know what I'm saying? You said, I think he meant if someone dies from it causing a heart attack, that most people are not just to find out it caused by Oleander tea. Gotcha. Okay, let's keep watching because we're almost done.
With the oleander, you said hibiscus and oleander, and the only time you ever had seizures, what were you telling me about that?
When I met Lima, I had 4.
Before you had ever met Lima.
Before I never met Lima, I never had any seizures.
So the day you met
So
Lima,
he's never had seizures up until going into, this situation. Am I hearing that correctly?
Lima Jevremovic, had you ever had a seizure before?
Never.
Okay, tell me about the first time you had one, or to the extent you want to talk
I
about
was
it.
talking to you, and then I
Me?
was sipping. No, not you, but
Oh.
her. And she gave me a cup of tea, and then I was talking, and I just went, and I went into convulsion.
And that was just one seizure.
Then I had a second one.
The same time.
Kind of manner, and then I had a third one, and then when I went to the fourth one, the shaman wizard Naveed from Iran, Persia, took me to the hospital, and they said, "Thank God you took him to the hospital in the 5th one because he's been in 8 days in the hospital with a pipe down his throat because he couldn't breathe on his own on the 5th one." So then I didn't see her for fucking 5 months. And then she said, "I'll pay you $10,000 for 1 hour of your interview time." And then she gave me some kind of cup of tea, I forget, but I had another seizure again. I'm like, the only time I have seizures is when I'm around you.
And it's your belief this tea is causing the seizures?
I think she's causing seizures by putting oleander in it.
I've never looked into oleander. So what made you think oleander
can make you have a cardiac arrest, and there's no trace of you having any oleander. It's just Bam had a heart attack and he died. No, I actually died either of a broken heart because I couldn't see Phoenix for this long, or I died from a fucking broken U because you put oleander in my tea.
What would Lima benefit from you having a seizure?
Insurance.
Insurance. This is scary. No, that's a good question, Poe, right? I'm kind of wondering what else in a bag? Yes, herbology. My respects to all the herbs, but and that is not my area of understanding or study. So that is just You said it's difficult to detect and test? You said it says very low dosage can treat some medical issues, but larger doses, it's toxic. Well, let alone in a tea. But see, I have not. Have you ever reacted to the other BAM interviews? I have not. I think I maybe one of them. No, I have not. That I remember. This is the first one that I react to. This is interesting, though. This just made me kind of wonder too. Like, what is? They're filming this man having seizures, getting arrested, multiple officers. Like, that's a good for TV, right? Like, that would be a good show. So I have a lot of questions about this. She talks about insurance a lot, and we'll see some of those clips right now that BJ puts up.
Say more.
Well, if you listen to what she says, she's like, insurance makes more money, and then we make more money in treatment centers and money.
And track recovery progress. Innovate the mental health care industry with data so that treatment centers make more money, that treatment centers make more money, and insurance companies save money.
It's so funny how she says that treatment centers make more money, right? But then again, she's also upset. You remember that one, change.org petition that she had up there where she talked about how, the mental health system is whacked because of how things are being funded. And, then people get thrown out in the street but you got to lock up all these homeless people. Like, her rhetoric behind this is just so crazy. I know she's reading a script, but here's the deal, Kim. this is Lima, right? But who's funding her? Who are these investors that are willing to put all this money in there? If you recall on her soft white underbelly interview, she says she was advocating for lower healthcare costs. But the treatment centers make more money. So who's going to pay for them? What about the people, the folks that, don't have insurance? What about the folks that, because there's a lot of them out there. What about the folks that are undocumented and don't have insurance? And they're here. And they're, under the radar because of, they don't want to be found because of, deportation and whatnot. Like, it just does, none of this is making sense. I have a lot of questions, right? Mia Mo, like, it's so many questions. Let's talk about misinformation. There's not enough treatment facilities or with qualified professionals in those treatment facilities, like in Florida, for example, right? Where it's like, that's where you call the, what is it? The Florida Shuffle, where anybody can become a therapist or a person and not really have the time or the hours to actually be qualified. Because I remember when I did a video on this and it was Bam on my title and he was on my thumbnail, we talked a little bit about the fact that there needed to be changes in Florida because it's the hub for treatment centers. Like, everybody has a treatment center there, You said, Rabbit, you and I could do better jobs than Florida. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know. You said, this is quite confusing, and Bam has taken so many shots to the head. I know, like, with his, being in Jackass, all the injuries and stuff like that, I would imagine that there's probably been, some stuff that has happened to him, right? But this is not the way to go about treatment. You can't force folks to treatment. You just can't. You can't do that. You can't take people's rights away. You can't, I'm sorry. And I mean, I have addiction in my family too. I know what that's like and what that looks like, but you can't take people's rights away. It's not good. You said, okay, hold up. Who's on the spectrum? Why's it got to be Florida? I don't know. Florida is one of them. Nevada's another one. California's another one. You guys remember when they did that investigation over there in where California was busing the people with mental health issues from the psych hospital who couldn't pay? They would bus them all the way to Vegas, all the way to Nevada. And so there's this whole community over there of people that just get left over there. They get stranded over there. And how are they going to make it back to their home? How are they, like, if they live in Cali? They're not going to cross the desert, It's just crazy to me. For those who don't know, these videos are Lima's business plan pitches to investors. Thank you, Monica. So this is how she's asking for money. Yeah.
Money and insurance companies save billions of dollars.
She's not concerned about who's getting well. She's concerned about, if you make money, then I make money. And if everybody makes money, then we all make money.
Chelsea Bam with the little, if you make money, then I make money, and they make money, and then we all make money. And hold up. And then BJ's face. Let me make myself smaller. Hold up. Y'all see that?
If Bam dies, he's worth more money. Just like
said that?
Amanda Rabb.
Ooh. Amanda Rabb was worth more money dead? I don't think so.
Well,
Because
you're the wizard.
I'm not the wizard.
Well, you're the.
I'm the queen.
Yeah, but you are the queen. But you're also a lawyer.
I am a lawyer. That is the truth.
I don't know.
So Lima sued me for defamation, as you know.
But she didn't even get anywhere with it because it's not defamation if you're telling the truth.
Well, she got $150,000 worth of legal bills out of me that I have to pay. But other than
which reminds me, guys, BJ's legal fund, if you got a couple dollars, to spare for our beautiful, wonderful BJ, make sure you guys go donate. It's pinned in the chat. She actually got funding for those? I don't know. It's a great question. You can tell this is by the way she interacts with Amanda, right? Those videos were so bad. Do they actually work? That's the question. This was so back in August. It was 100,000, BJ. Now we're at 40 or 400,000 now. You see how quickly they climb up those bills? Those bills, especially when you're fighting, because the thing about BJ is that she's not, the way they attacked her one after another, false declarations, stupid, other declarations, lies, and more lies, and more lies. How is the documentary or docuseries? You got ID, one network, and then you got Hot Snakes Media. How are they using these people, or why are they using these people? I just want to know. No credibility whatsoever. Willing to lie on the record. Willing to lie on the record. That's the crazy part. What? Poe. Oh my God, Poe. Give me your device, Poe. You said I got awarded $97K, but Lima hasn't paid any yet. So that's not even 25% of it. There you go. There you go. Yes. You said, please, only if you have. Thank you. But still support her by watching her videos. That's another thing, too. It's like, even if you don't have to give, which is fine, watching a BJ video, giving it a like, sharing it on your social media is always helpful. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Diamond Rainbow, for saying that. That's how you help a creator. You don't always have to be a member. You don't always have to super chat. The best way to help a creator is by hitting the like button, sharing it on your social media, sharing it with a friend, because all of that helps, BJ, and it helps the algorithm and everything. So I would agree with you on that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Diamond. I appreciate you saying that. There's zero accountability in our justice system. That's right. Our own judicial system there's no accountability there. Jeffrey Epstein, case in point, the judge just released in Florida, Judge Delgado, what did he just release? A bunch of documents, stuff from 2005, where allegedly he got like a sweetheart deal. And this billionaire, he got put on a registered sex offender, which if you're a billionaire and you have your own island, what does that even mean to somebody like that? Because it's not going to impact him the way in which another registered sex offender has to, right? Where they can't get a job, or they don't have a place to live, or they can't, those kinds of things. There's a difference, right? Money can really help you out in situations like that. So I would agree. There is no accountability in our justice system. Nothing. That's right. That's it. You need to take all. I know if you're in Florida, I'm taking all your devices. All of them. All of them. You said the guillotine, not the guillotine. Not the guillotine. I don't know how BJ keeps a straight face, but she's really good at it. I'll tell you that. She's really good at it.
Other than
You have
that,
to pay that?
I haven't paid it all.
No, just fucking no.
She should have to pay that.
She should.
Yeah.
Is she
I'm
brave
kidding.
enough to ever sit right here?
Oh, I love
It's
this
a very
question.
interesting question. In your chair or my chair?
Well, she does a lot of interviews all day.
I've invited her. She can come.
All right. Well, I'll pay her $100,000.
No, give me $100,000 so I can pay my lawyers.
I'd rather give her $100,000 to sit right here. And we
I don't
ask
have
her
much to
questions,
say to her at
and
this
she has to
point.
shut her sucker when she wants to talk in circles.
She, bless her heart. I think something might be wrong neurologically, but that's neither here nor there. That's just opinions. I don't know anything. I'm not a
I'm
medical
Armenian.
professional. You're Armenian?
Wait.
Since when?
So the way he kind of went over that. So he would pay Lima to sit there to have an interview with BJ. You know what? That would be an interview that I would review. But let me tell you, I think Lima is a coward. I think Lima is a coward. I said it. I think she's a coward. I'm sorry. He would rather. I think she's a coward. Hey, Krista Marie. But I'm just saying, like, I would like to see her sit down and answer some of the questions that we've all had. Like, if she can find somebody to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about Adam 22. I'm not talking about Soft White Underbelly. I'm not talking about some of those, creators that she has paid off and all those people. No. Answer some of the questions. Answer the question about Amanda Rad's autopsy. That's what I want to know. Exactly. She wants other people to do the explaining for her. Like, answer the question about all this situation. Where is your sister? Where are the sisters? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Somebody's alarm is going off and I didn't set it off because of my loud voice. Hopefully you guys can't hear it. Lima said she would make a video addressing all the concerns. Say she never did. She did one. She did one. But I'm just saying, I think you're a coward, girl. I think you are a coward. And honestly, why are you a coward? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? Because the way I see it, my mama told me long time ago, she said, el que no debe nada teme. Meaning, if you don't owe anything, you don't fear anything. If you don't owe anything, you don't fear anything. This is why I don't fear trolls pulling up my information, posting it all over. I don't fear trolls doing the clownery. I don't fear them because what are you going to pull? Okay, what they do is they try to shame you. Fuck you. I'm good. All right, let's move on. Okay.
Since I got this Armenian tattoo, this is yet event.
You got a new
That means I
tattoo.
get free marble, kind of like this slab you crook around of your pro skateboard. I don't want it as a kitchen countertop.
What do you want it as?
A backside nose bun slide, a skate trick. Free marble, Armenians.
You made it start raining.
Why make it rain?
So what else has been going on since last time I saw you? Last time I saw you, you were heading to California to hopefully see Phoenix, but as soon as you got there, basically were apprehended within a few days. This was the time when you had that big tiger.
Oh.
And you were going around with it and you lost the book I gave you?
I didn't lose the book. I never had it.
Well, get it from them.
No shit.
It's an important book.
Yeah,
has our notes in it.
Some stripper stole my fucking phone.
I heard
and
that.
then she racked up 20 grand at a nightclub without me there.
Did you dispute the...
If I gave you in Princeton, here's my credit card. I want you to go out with all your friends and everybody.
I would give you your credit card back and say
no. I want you to spend 20 grand.
I would say no.
No, but I want you to.
Okay.
So it's very hard to do that. You would have to order bottle service for all these people you don't even know. You have to pay.
But where were y'all though? Because
LA.
some cities it's expensive. Yeah, I mean they'll charge you $5,000.
I muted myself. You know what I just saw and I got distracted with? Bam had his big old toe right at the camera. I'm so done. All right, you guys. I muted myself. That's how I feel though. Shout out to BJ. Those guys, go watch the video. It's in the description box. It's the entire video. I just wanted to give my thoughts on that. There is this documentary series, multiple documentaries that's coming out, and I'm kind of curious to know what had happened there, what was said, what was done. Some of us, and you know what's so interesting in the comments on my other videos, some of you guys that are creators said that people had reached out to you about BJ, what is it? Lima, Mark Lada's commentary. They wanted to use some of your clips. I'm kind of wondering what you guys think about that. If you're a creator, I'm kind of wondering where you stand with that. How do you feel about that? Because apparently they had reached out to a bunch of people. And then there was a bunch of people who had done commentary on BJ. And suddenly those videos are gone. Why? I'm just wondering, what's the issue? What's the issue? You know what I mean? Like, what's the issue? That video was making fun of BJ and addressing things that made nonsense. Like her many names, stating that she got married, but was about her other names. It was weird, Monica. It just felt like that cancellation of Lima or whatever. That's just a weird video. It was just weird all around, I get it if there's some things that you don't want to address, but there's some questions that are of public interest that we have, and they're never going to go away. Like, you're never going to have these questions go away. People are going to ask questions. And I think it's fair, especially if you're a public figure, which, if you are, you are, especially if you're doing technology that's going to impact people's lives. People have questions, I'm just saying. That's it. That's all. Yeah, I don't know. I remember there was another channel, a very good channel, that was doing reaction videos to this. So he had a huge hole in this crotch of the pants. Well, shout out to Bam. I don't know if he watches any of the other YouTubers, but shout out to him. I don't know. I don't know how you kept a serious face, girl. Shout out to you, PJ, for being able to interview him. It says, if you're pitching a mind-controlling technology component in mental health, which is of public interest, you have to expect you have questions to answer to. People have questions, okay? especially for those that, have worked in the field. We want to know, where do you stand with this? Everybody goes through this. Anybody that writes a research paper, we all go through this. We got to find out. We have questions. We do research. That's what we do. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'm going to go check out more of BJ's channel. Yes, go check it out. Go check it out, you guys. Check out her. And by the way, everything's in the description box, so you guys can go check it out. Let me know your thoughts. And like I said, the more creators that talk about this, the better. Because the thing is this lawsuit that happened to BJ, okay, and it's still out there, right? Anybody can sue anybody. That's one thing about YouTube, is anybody can sue anybody frivolously. Anybody can file false declarations, false police reports, false everything. Anybody can do that. And then you're kind of screwed over, like if you don't have the money or the means to fight it. So yeah, it is of public interest. Don't let people be silenced. Okay? That's kind of how I feel. Don't let people be silenced. Don't. All right, guys, I got to head out. Now, BJ says she's dropping her part 2 of the gang stalking situation. You already know I've been waiting. We've been waiting. We're going to react to that. I'm probably going to go live later on a different topic, but I will see you guys on the next one. I got to head out to Baby Bunny. You guys have a good one. Bye. Where's my exit door? Right over here. Bye, guys.